Hey, creative soul. Our brain is like a sponge for signals. And as creatives, our surroundings become part of the story we are telling. The light, the colors, the textures, all of it finds its way into our work, whether we realize it or not. If your space is bringing you down, it's time to shake things up. A new playlist, a new chair, maybe a splash of color on the wall, or even a fresh location. One small shift can send your creativity soaring. But let's talk about how. Your ideas just feel different when sketching in a busy cafe compared to your bedroom or in the garden or even on the beach. Have you ever noticed how a messy desk can make your thoughts feel tangled? Now that is your space talking to you. Creativity is a fragile thing. It can be lifted by sunlight or hidden by bad light. It can be nurtured by a comfy chair or crushed by an uncomfortable chair that squeaks every time you move. Studies show that our physical space has a direct impact on our cognitive function. Research from the Well Living Lab in 2019 found that office workers with access to daylight and outdoor views showed improved memory and response inhibition, less eye strain, and a greater satisfaction with their workspace compared to those with blocked out windows. Think about the last time you felt stuck. Maybe you were staring at your screen, rereading the same email for the 10th time, or trying to brainstorm, but your mind just kept wandering. That isn't just a lazy brain moment. More often than not, it is environmental fatigue. Now, this means physical and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged exposure to challenging or overstimulating environments. Your surroundings could be draining you more than they're giving. Over time, these environmental stresses can overload your senses and your cognitive resources, leading to reduced focus, irritability, headaches, and even a decrease in productivity. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to renovate your whole office or move to an island to change your energy, although that sounds like a fantastic idea. But small tweaks can make a big difference. Let's talk about some practical ones. Music creates mood. If your energy is low, try switching to something with a faster beat. If you're anxious, go for calming acoustic or instrumental. Your playlist is like a thermostat for your creativity. There are a few studies about the effect music has on the growth of plants. In 1970, Dorothy Redeleck exposed plants to different genres of music, including classical and rock. She observed that plants exposed to classical music exhibited healthier growth compared to those exposed to rock music, which showed signs of stress. Just as plants thrive in tuned environments, creatives thrive when their workspace and sensory inputs are consciously designed to support their mental and emotional growth. The right playlist can transport you. Lofi beats for focus, jazz for slow mornings, cinematic music for bold ideas. Make your ears part of your creative toolkit. Harsh light cause eye strain and headaches. Natural light boost your mood and productivity. If you can, open the blinds. If the sunlight is too harsh, replace cool white or fluorescent bulbs with warm LED bulbs. Or you can hang light fabric or rice paper over harsh lamps to create a softer glow. Warmer light feels more natural, reduces strain, and adds a cozy creative vibe, while cool tones can make you feel alert. A cluttered desk can signal to your brain that you are overwhelmed. And as creatives, we sometimes need stuff visible for inspiration. But it doesn't all have to be on the desk. Take 10 minutes at the beginning or the end of the day and clear your desk. Use wall shelves, pegboards, magnetic strips to get more organized. An empty space makes room for new ideas. Even working on a rough wooden table compared to a sleek glass table slightly change the mood of our work. If your space feels uncomfortable, just move. Paint in the garden or move your laptop to a sunny corner of the room. Or work at a coffee shop for a couple of hours to reset your brain. New scenery stimulates new neural pathways and inspires different ideas. Let's talk about your chair. You're going to spend hours there, and a chair that doesn't physically support you can make it difficult to stay mentally present. If you can, invest in a chair that supports your posture. If not, adjust your chair height so your knees are at 90 degrees and your feet can rest flat. For extra support, you can use a support cushion, a small pillow, or a rolled towel to support your lower back. The next point I want to talk about is starting a workplace ritual to train your brain. And it's not what you think. Before you start working, play an intro song, light a scented candle, put a fresh flower on your table or something similar. These tiny intentional shifts will, after time, tell your brain, we are entering the creative zone now. Your brain adjusts faster than you think, and that's why even minor shifts can make a big difference. There's a concept called environmental priming. This means your surroundings constantly send micro messages to your brain, influencing how you think, feel, and behave, often without you even realizing it. Those whispers can either boost your creativity or quietly sabotage it. If your workspace is messy, dark, and cramped, your brain associates it with low energy, stress, and scarcity. If it's bright, open, and ordered, your brain associates it with clarity and opportunity. The awesome thing is, your creative brain is very adaptable. A small shift or a plant on your desk, or even a different pen, can flip a switch inside you. Decorating your workspace with inspirational quotes, art prints, or your own past work can nudge you towards bolder creative choices. When you tweak one element, say you are moving your workspace so you face a wall of plants, you are altering your priming signals. That new signal resets the way your brain approaches the task and often leads to fresh ideas and renewed energy. The human brain links environments to certain moods, behaviors, and memories. Once that association has been made, your body responds, which can cause a change in your posture, your mood, and even your creativity. Since we creatives are more sensitive to sensory details, environmental priming, it's so much harder. Just think about how a writer sitting near a window with rain outside may slip into a contemplative, poetic tone without even planning it. And a designer working in a colorful plant-filled studio may naturally use more organic shapes and vibrant palettes. Or an illustrator in a noisy cafe might pick up on people's gestures and expressions, feeding into character designs. Your environment is shaping your art just as much as your tools are. Your workspace isn't just where you work, it is part of your creative process. It has an impact on your energy to create your masterpiece. You don't have to change your entire office to boost your creativity. Sometimes it's just a small tweak, like moving your chair or hitting play on a new playlist. Your energy matters. When you take care of your creative space, you are taking care of your future creations. Energy is so very much contagious, even your own energy to yourself. So create an environment that gives back to you. If this spoke to you, share with your fellow creatives and also like and subscribe. Until next time, keep creating your art, your style.